Welcome to the Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose with Brittany Bigley. The Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose is part of the Live Bigley community, giving you the resources and knowledge to help you live the life you were born to lead. Hello, welcome to the Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose. I am Brittany Bigley, coming to you perfectly imperfect. And today I wanted to jump on and talk to you about a practice that I've been doing coming into the new year. We're coming into 2025, and something that the question that I've been using and asking myself on things that are physically within my environment, my material possessions, but also it doesn't have to be material things, is does it come with me to 2025? And so, for example, I just cleaned out a storage unit, which is like a huge win for me. Cleaning out a storage unit, going through some of the things in that storage unit and asking, does it come with me to 2025? So I'm going to be selling some of my possessions, a lot of my things that I brought with me from Colorado, some of my adventure gear. I'm like, it's no longer serving me. I'm not in my adventure era anymore. I think, officially retire myself as an adventure person. And that's okay, right? Like, it's not serving me, but maybe it'll better serve someone else. So I want to get it out of my possession and give it to someone who would benefit from it. So doing it with material possessions, like going around your house, does this come with me to 2025? But also, probably the harder one and the bigger one is I've been thinking about this in a more emotional context, especially in terms of relationships. And one thing that's become very blatantly obvious for me is that I have an avoidant behavior. Originally I had a disorganized attachment style, which is a combo of avoidant and anxious. Lucky me. But primarily now I'm operating in more of an avoidant attachment style. But that avoidance didn't just manifest in my relationships. I avoid a lot of things that are either really emotionally charged or heavy, that come with maybe what I perceive as negative emotions. So like things like doing dishes, for some reason, there's some emotional component where it's too much for me, and that task is really hard for me to do. And so I tend to try to avoid. But yeah, again, like also it's coming up in relationships as well, as I have that avoidant attachment style. And that is something that I've identified, and I'm like, does it come with me to 2025? The answer is absolutely not. That is something I am trying to not bring with me. And so I am becoming a lot more conscious of my avoidant tendencies and where it shows up too. One of the areas of my life that I've realized it shows up for me is for whatever reason, when I go to play ultimate frisbee. I'm pretty standoffish and don't really allow my ultimate frisbee teammates in. I leave them kind of at an arm's length. So trying to be a little less avoidant and be more conscious of when I'm showing up as an avoidant, and one, just having compassion for it, but really trying to be like, okay, can I change my behavior? So yeah, wanted to come in and share that practice. So going around asking, does it come with me to 2025? And being really honest with yourself and giving yourself the time and space to be able to really sit and listen to your answer, because maybe some of your answers are going to surprise you. And when you're asking that question, I think this is the hardest thing, and this is where it's like, be still and give yourself a lot of time and grace, is asking that question and realizing if your answer is coming from your ego mind or if it's coming from your authentic self. And in order to get in touch with your authentic self, that's where, at least for me, I need to give myself a lot of space and time to be able to process, and be able to actually distinguish and determine what that answer is. And again, sometimes the answer will surprise you. So allowing yourself to maybe grieve something that you're like, oh man, I thought I was going to bring this with me. Or if you're really stuck on letting something go, give yourself that proper time and space to grieve it, but then allow it to leave, because we're just making space to be able to bring things that are in alignment into our lives by letting the things that are not in alignment go. Cool. So the practice is, does it come with me to 2025? Being super honest with yourself, giving yourself time, space, and permission to hear the answer and to discern it and to take action on it. And again, if you need to grieve something that you didn't think you were going to let go, giving yourself time and space to do the proper grieving. Okay, well, happy asking, and hopefully this serves. And if it does serve and you think of someone that you think could benefit from this information, please go ahead and give this a share. Appreciate your support. See you guys. Thanks for listening to the Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose with Brittany Bigley. The Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose is part of the Live Bigley community, giving you the tools and resources so that you can live the life you were born to lead.